4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, today we are here with our special guests, Mr. Dakin and Mr. Taplin, who are teachers at the first primary school in Colchester. My name is Sarija and I'll be your host for today. We need a question from our live audience. So, anybody have a question? Jemima Powell?
What are your interests and why do you like them?
I like football. I'm a big Man United fan because I'm from Manchester and I'm boring, so I just like football.
Miss Taplin?
Anything that involves socialising with friends or family, out for meals, the cinema, because I think I'm quite outgoing. I don't like to be indoors, I like to be out as much as possible.
That's very nice. Any more questions? Emily?
What's your favourite film and what's your favourite part inside of it?
Ooh. Well, that's a difficult one. My favourite film, I would say, is Les Mis. I know it's a musical, but they've also got the film version, but I love going to the theatre, so I really enjoyed the film.
Thank you. Mr. Dakin?
It's a tricky one. It's a close call between Rocky and 13 going on 30. Yeah,
very
interesting choices, I know.
Any more? Donna?
Should helmet be banned and why?
Yeah, it should be banned. What's the point? Yeah. Unless you want to do it, it should be voluntary. If you would like to do extra work after school, you may do, but you shouldn't be forced to do homework.
Good point, Mr. Dakin.
I see the pros and cons for it. I can see that children would like to stretch themselves and share the learning at home, but I also see the cons of the teachers having to mark 30 books which maybe the parents have completed and not the children.
Really?
What drives you to be a teacher?
Well, I qualified as a nursery nurse first and used to work with babies, and then I decided babies don't really communicate that much, so I'd like to work with children that were a little bit older and that maybe I could have a lot more involvement in shaping their future.
I used to have lots of really rubbish jobs in warehouses and shops like Argos, but you don't get good holidays. Whereas if you work in a school, you get a lot of good holidays, don't you? You get 2 weeks off at Christmas, 6 weeks in the summer. So that leaves a clear choice for me to go into that career.
A very, very good point.
Well,
You shall.
When you were young, what did you want to be and why?
My aspiration was always to be a teacher, but for some reason I didn't choose that as my first profession. And I think that's because I enjoyed looking after younger children in my family, and I thought that's what I wanted to do when I was older.
I had a lot of different things I wanted to be. 1 minute I wanted to be a policeman, then I wanted to be a fireman, then I wanted to be a footballer. So it changed every week, but probably something in sport. But then I got old. And, started feeling a bit fatter and a bit achy, and I can't do any of it.
Okay. Levi?
What is your proudest moments?
Oh, I think my proudest moment was giving birth to my son. It's a magical thing, and now I have my own child to look after and educate, as well as all the children at the firm.
Maybe passing my driving test. When I first learned how to drive, that was a good moment, because then I could get in my car and go where I liked and didn't have to wait for a bus anymore.
Bessa?
Do you think women and men should get the same amount of money?
I think you should be rewarded for the amount of work and effort you put in, not on your gender. I don't think gender should have a part in how much you get paid.
Good point.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, but I would also say there's a lot of jobs where women don't get paid the same as men, and that's not very fair.
Yes, extremely good point. Etienne?
If you were to describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
3 words. Loud. I think loud would definitely be up there. I think my colleagues would probably agree with that. Opinionated.
Yeah.
I don't really sit on the fence. I like to tell people exactly what I think. And I would like to say fun. I like to have fun. I think part of being in school is about having fun as well and learning through enjoyment.
I agree.
I'm tall. I'm amazing.
Self-promotion.
I'm brilliant at doing interviews.
Very,
Shameless.
very well explained.
Yeah.
Maisha?
What did you do to make you reach your goal?
Persevere. It was a lot of hard work. There was a lot of challenges on the way, but I think it was about not giving up.
Mr. Deacon?
Yeah, same. Said a penny didn't drop with me that school was important until I was quite late in high school, and then I realised, no, I need to listen, do as I'm told, start trying to work hard, and then I reached my goals.
Sophia?
Do you think children go on social media too much, and how can we prevent this from happening?
Yeah, I don't think there's any need for children to be going on social media until they're at least 16, 17, 18, but there's a big push on celebrities making it seem like it's the cool thing to do, when really, go out and play. It's much more fun than sitting on a computer.
I completely agree. I think technology seems to take over the world, but not always in the most positive way. And I think, I've been at this school for 14 years now, and I think the children that we're getting in the early years are not able to communicate and speak orally, but they can speak through gaming, which is a bit of a concern. So I think it's an unhealthy relationship in some families, but not all. And social media is another one where children are choosing what age they are in order to access these platforms, and I think it is quite unhealthy at the moment and far too much time.
Well said. Any more questions? Okay, that will be it. Thank you to our guests, and that is cut.
She hasn't asked a question behind.
She doesn't think she wants to ask a question. I usually do. Okay.
Do you like puns, and if so, why?
Puns.
Puns and
Jokes.
Oh, puns! I thought you said
Jokes.
ponds. I was going to say, well, actually, I quite often like to visit the duck pond.
So,
Puns.
do you like puns?
I do. I love humour. I love jokes. I love banter. So I do love the odd pun written.
Any other questions, guys? Anything else you want to ask?
Then your opinion on puns?
My opinion on puns? I like a good pun, yeah.
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 Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
funny.
Sarisha, have you got a question?
Don't make it too challenging.
I'd like to say, do you think that does teaching have its rewards? As in, do you think that teaching, if you could change it, would you change it, or would you stick with the same job?
I think teaching has a lot of rewards. I mean, even if you've had a rubbish day in your own personal life, you can come to school and be lifted with the children that are here. The progress that children make on a daily basis, puts a smile on your face, and just the general little comments of the lovely children that we have around, make life much better.
Mr. Deacon?
Yeah, and you get holidays like I mentioned before. really, really good holidays. Really good holidays.
Do you think we get paid enough though, Mr. Dakin?
You do, I don't.
Ryan hasn't asked his question.
Oh, sorry.
Where did you educate?
Where did we educate? My education, I went to a school in Stockport called the Kingsway High School, and from there I went to Stockport College. I then chose to go to university, and I went to study down in Wales where I did my teaching degree.
Okay.
Yep, I was in Denton, which is on the other side of Manchester. Then I went to college in Stockport, and then I had a couple of years where I went and got a job. I found that really hard and boring. And then, the first person in the family to go to uni, which was quite a big thing. And now I'm here.
No,
I don't know.
Summer.
If you were to have another job, what would it be in mind?
I would like to be a social worker or a police woman. I'm not too sure which one more. Just anything that supports a family as well as the child. Job around there.
I really like my job here, but if I had to pick another one, maybe like an ice cream van driver.
Or footballer?
Yeah.
It's too fat for that.
No, I'm too old for that.
Too many
But
pies
an
and
ice cream van driver gets to eat ice cream and sweets and all the rest of
On the
it.
jaw breakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see your point
Yeah, thank
very
you.
well. Yeah. You shall.
If you get annoyed in your job, do you still like it?
I get annoyed on a daily basis. But I choose to take big breaths and forget about it and move on because there's always another positive round the corner.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think children do not realise just how annoying they can be at times. But I always think I was very annoying as a kid. So when children do annoying things, I actually end up just laughing and thinking,
Payback.
that's great. Quite funny.
I still see your
You see
point.
my point, yeah.
Maisha,
Was there any other careers or jobs before you did this one?
So, yeah, I've had lots of jobs. So, I worked as a nursery nurse, I worked at Style Women's Prison, I worked at John Lewis, B&Q. So, yeah, lots of professions before me.
Yep, same. I had plenty of jobs. I used to bottle up acid, which is a weird job. To do that, I used to work at Argos. Other jobs, I used to work in a bank. I used to go into schools and teach PE like Simon does, which is how I ended up thinking I want to go into work in schools.
oh okay. And Emily.
Do you think you'll be working as a teacher until you retire, or do you think you'll get a new job?
I really predict I'm going to win the lottery in the next 3 years. So if that happens, then no, I'm not going to carry on. I'm going to retire, go get a nice little house on the beach, and just live out the rest of my days chilling.
That sounds like a nice way to live your life.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I'll stay in education. I enjoy teaching, I enjoy my job, and I don't have any big thoughts that I'm going to change career at present.
That's a nice point.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be? This final question.
Oh, that's a very hard one. So many to choose from.
Do you know, I think most of my time is spent in school dealing with conflict, resolving conflict. So I think I'd have a magic power that just made everybody tell the truth straight away.
A bit like Wonder Woman's lasso thing.
Pardon?
Yeah, and you know Wonder Woman, she has that truth lasso.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
I'd like to be Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It's my aspiration.
Well, yeah, if Mr. Saturn can be Wonder Woman, I'd like to be Superman. And just have, like, strength and be able to fly and do all the stuff he does, really.
Could we customise our outfit though? Because I don't think we'd look great in lycra.
Okay. That'll be the end of our show. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.